Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us for an emergency blabbing.
Yeah.
Got some mail.
Oh.
And any of you who have been following this odyssey,
Yeah, odyssey is a good word, yeah.
Of our sub that we submitted in November, like Thanksgiving time, we finally got it back.
Yes, we are very excited.
So we couldn't wait any longer. We couldn't wait till Thursday.
Ooh, special shout out to Jeff for flying his mom out here to babysit his kids tonight so we could do this.
Yes, Grandma did come at a very opportune time.
Very, very opportune time, yeah.
All right, you crack this open.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so as we're opening this, thanks, Colin, Shelley. Hey, good to see you. Hey, Alan, Zink, thanks for joining. Yeah, we've got some fun stuff in here.
Jeff usually does not let me play with knives, so you can tell he's a little flustered.
one-time only thing.
I just want to, while I'm opening this, quick story from the Burbank show, which was very funny. If you followed us along, you can kind of get the sense that of the two of us, Jeff is the one that's responsible and has his shit together, and that's correct. We're at the Burbank show. We've been there for like 6 hours on Saturday, and we're huddled together looking at a card and chatting, and without saying anything, he just like reaches out a pack of gum to me, and that's just a nice way of saying it's time for some gum. But when you subsist at a show, when you're at a show and all you're eating are chicken tenders, black coffee, and Bud Light, your breath isn't going to be ideal. Well, just not going to be.
We came prepared tonight as well. Donnie was at Burbank on Friday, missed you, Chris. Had a couple cards for you. He says his buddy met you, he thinks.
Okay. Yeah, we did meet, I would say, about 10 people, I think.
Yeah, thanks for coming up and saying hi. We did meet somebody. They obviously recognized the Braves and Brewer jersey walking around as being us. All right, we've got 2 boxes.
This one feels heavier. We'll do the lighter one first.
Ben, you didn't find my Matt Kemp or Freddie at Burbank?
Nope. I asked everyone that would speak to me if they had any SSPs, and they were like, nope,
Yeah,
never
surprisingly,
seen.
not too many of them there.
Nope.
My new favorite cup I have just in time for this reveal.
Out of here.
All right, so speaking of SSPs, you want to remind people what we had in this sub? It's been so long, I can't even remember what we...
The bulk of this is going to be 2013 Topps Chrome SSPs, but there are some sort of special bonus cards mixed in here. We have 2 cards that belong to Short Print a Day.
That's right.
A couple opening day SSPs. There's a really nice Bryce Harper in here. And then, because we didn't write it down like we usually do, there are like 2 mystery cards that we cannot remember.
Right.
Which is a big problem at our age.
Although it could turn out to be good that we don't remember it.
Someone likes our chicken chunks.
Yes, JG Win, Chris, I got your chicken chunks from Costco, and the entire family loved them.
Awesome.
See, we gotta get Costco chicken chunks to sponsor.
We absolutely need it.
I'm a vegetarian, but I'm sure they've got something there for me too.
They must have some like soy chunks, maybe. I don't know.
That
doesn't sound good.
Good evening, Steven 40. Thank you. We need all the luck we can get. My daughter gave me this tiny helmet to rub for luck, so we've got our things.
Okay, so the 2 cards on the top, I think, are the 2 that we couldn't remember because I've never seen these 2 cards before.
I see the bottom of it, and I do recognize it.
Oh, thank God! I was concerned after all
that we got the wrong.
They
order.
just sent us back 30 random cards.
Okay.
Veggie Balls would be a great name.
That sounds delicious. Yes.
Jorge, that's fantastic.
Okay, so this first card, which I see the bottom of, is one of the few non-Giannis basketball cards I have left. It's Jaylen Brown, rookie.
It's a basketball card. Don't run away though.
Tiny little patch auto.
There's just one.
All right, let's see what it is. It's probably.
What are we expecting here, Jeff?
I'm guessing an 8. I was kind of hoping for something higher, but I know how hard they are on the thick cards.
Yes.
So.
Unlike us, PSA doesn't like thick. Okay, here we go.
There's a lot of space.
I'm seeing.
Hey! All right, I'll take that.
Whew. All right, I made a stiff drink
that.
and I'm having a hard time reading in reverse right away.
Yes.
But yes, single digit. Yeah, short word.
I'll take that. All right, yeah, I don't have too many basketball cards left, but I do have a couple besides Giannis cards, right. And there are a couple. Oh, here's another.
This is another card. It's funny. Sometimes I don't even know what Jeff has.
Yeah, this is a card I got in one of the first breaks I ever joined back in 2017. Leaf Trinity set, and this is Cody Bellinger, little auto patch. And I thought, well, maybe now he's had a little resurgence. I might as well put it in.
Yeah, why not? I mean, you might be a little late to the Bellinger party, but it's not completely over yet. So here we go. What are we hoping for, Jeff?
9.
Hoping for, let's see an M. Let's see. Oh, wait a second. I see a G.
All right.
Nice.
That's got to be worth at least the price of subbing it.
One would hope, right?
All right. If any Bellinger fans, hit me up for that. Yeah, Royale, he was trash in the dunk contest. You're right. Yeah, I can't even believe he was in it, but he was. And then he tried to do the little D Brown at the end, but he covered up his eyes after he already landed, so he kind of lost the whole plot. All right. So, where are we at now?
We are on to our first 2013 Topps Chrome SSP. It is Mr. Hyunjin Ryu.
So how many of these are there, Chris? Let's refresh our...
I mean, estimates are anywhere from 20 to like 40.
Yeah, you rarely see them.
Rarely see
And how many got lost in piles of commons?
I don't know.
Back then?
I'm guessing there were some pretty aggressive Ryu collectors, so there might be some sitting there. I don't know. So generally speaking, all these 2013s we're going to go through, we're expecting like Douglas Campbell, you know it, buddy. 100%.
Jay's Legend, that's right. That's right, Jay's Legend.
Jeff was actually kind enough to get me Gentleman Jack, which I feel like is a little too classy for me, but
the Gentleman
it
Jack
does.
here.
It's sort of like maybe increasing my vocabulary. Let's see. So most of these should be 8s, 9s, or 10s.
That's what we're hoping.
Yeah, Jeff had some notes written down, but I think for this one, I don't know. We'll just see what we got.
Yeah, I can't remember this one specifically. He's back to the KBO. All right.
Oh, there we go. That's a good start.
All right.
Hyunjin Ryu, PSA 10.
Love it. Love it. And the centering on some of these was a little questionable, so I'm sure we'll get to some that we get docked.
Yeah, I'm not a statistician, mathematician, but Hyunjin Ryu's like mouth to head ratio has got to be one of the smallest in the history of Major League Baseball. Like it just has to be. I mean, he looks like he can only eat all his food through a straw.
So I think that's the first mouth to head ratio comment we've had on
Yes. If anyone else wants to run the numbers on that, please let me know.
All right, so that's good. So we got our first Chrome gem.
Oh boy. All right. I've forever gemmed a 2013 S.
I've never gemmed.
Oh, never gemmed. Oh, I
Ben says I've never gemmed. Wow. Well, we're ahead of the game so far.
M. Parsons says he's one of the humans from Wally, which is a pretty on point.
Yeah, this does kind of look like a Wally. Fitted size 6 7/8.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
Okay, so this is one of the bigger cards in the SSP set. Jake, short print a day, if you are with us.
Oh boy.
Buy a hat and hold on to it, my friend.
All
this is Garrett Cole's Topps Chrome.
And it's a rookie.
SSP rookie. Pops
right.
on these are super low. It's pretty cool. That kid behind him says root for Cole. And it's something Jeff and I do, even though we aren't Yankee fans.
Yeah, we do root for Cole.
This one I remember, and we are hoping to see the letter G. So let's go.
Come on.
Come on, show me a G. Show me a G, baby. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Woo!
All right.
Woo!
Yes.
That is exciting.
All right, that deserves a cheers.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Whew.
All right, yeah, this
and no upcharge.
Gets my gets my heart going. Sorry, I don't mean to just cover up Jeff there. That's kind of rude.
No. Please cover. Wow. Yes. Thank you. All the congratulations, McLean. We're in the same room. What does this deliver? Yes, for an emergency.
Yep.
We managed to make it to the same location.
Yes, and as he pointed out, Jeff did bring gum just in case.
Yeah. Be prepared. Boy Scout motto.
Okay.
All right.
Whew. Yeah,
wow.
Trying to
come down from that one.
What do we got next? All right, I'm going to just jump to a crap player. Let me get the order right here.
Okay.
So I'm going to go here. The next one. You know what? We have to keep. Well, we'll do this.
If you haven't been able to tell, we do not know what these grades are.
Yes, I do not know what these grades are. It would be kind of insane. So up next, we have newly minted Hall of Famer Joe Mauer.
Oh yeah, look at that photo. The back is kind of faded out.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think they might just call this lean over, out of bounds. I'm not sure. But this card is cool. It's the same image as on his paper SP. This one is definitely rarer. So per our notes, we are expecting / hoping for a PSA 10. So show me a G, baby. Sounds like a
lot of space.
Oh,
lot of space.
yes!
Ooh.
Yeah!
Right.
Woo!
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
A little bit of a heater we're on right here.
It is, yes.
Okay.
Yes, JG win. That is some sweat. Lucky I've got ice in this glass.
Hold on. Okay.
Chris has a towel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one of the reasons that we had to do this, emergency broadcast tonight was that we've been waiting 4 months for these. So it was hard enough when we got the note that the grades are ready. It was hard enough not to look at them. And then when we got the shipping notice, it was hard still to stay wait. And then they came in the mail today, and we said, we can't wait any longer. Let's do this.
It's especially tough because we are lunatics, as all of you know.
Right.
So the pops on these are very low. So we could easily go on the PSA Prop Report and look to see what the grades probably were.
Yes.
And that temptation was extremely strong.
Surprisingly, Chris did not give into the temptation of looking at the pop reports, as far as I know.
No, of course not.
Yes, 3 for 3. 3 for 3. Thanks, SSP Joel.
I wouldn't cheat the experience.
All right.
Okay. All right, up next. I just posted his other card. We have Brave Legend, Justin Upton.
He was very popular in the mid-2010s SSP world.
Yeah, he really was. Like, this kid had superstar written all over him.
Yeah.
First overall pick, traded the Braves, was playing well. They signed his brother, and honestly, I forget what happened after that, so it can't have been great. But I will forever thank Justin Upton because the trade of him resulted in Max Fried being on the Braves. All right, so here we go. I don't remember. This might have been the ones we thought couldn't gem, but I want to say that and then gem it. So let's just see what we got. Woo! Oh my God, 4 for 4.
4 for 4. Thank you, Alan. It's a fantastic gem streak. They are clean, District. I have to say that Chris, through his friendly badgering of people out there, he seems to uncover treasures, and that's what he did in finding us this stash of 2013s. So what inspired us to begin the pursuit of SSPs?
I just think they're cool. I'm more interested in a different image versus just a different color.
Yes.
I thought that makes the card stand out to us quite a bit more.
Agreed. And once we heard about just how rare these 2012, 2013, 2014 sets of SSPs, I think it's a total of what, 20, 20, and 25?
I think it's 20, 25, and 25. So
Okay,
70
so 70 cards, and we just, as kids, we love to collect sets, but Chris and I haven't been much set collectors since then, but we thought this is a great opportunity to dip our toes into the set collecting. And
yeah, plus it's a challenge. It's a challenge, and when we started it, it didn't seem like it was going to be like an outrageously expensive challenge
when
to
it
begin.
started, yeah.
But it unfortunately is starting to look like we may have underestimated that, possibly due to our own blabbing about it, actually.
Yes, yeah, we were probably doing too much blabbing.
Yes, we actually, District Pack, do you want to?
District, did we send the Poppy American flag? Yes.
We sure did. And we actually got that one back already. That one is the only PSA 10 on the PSA 10 pop, or on the pop report.
Yes.
All right, so here we are. We have Josh Reddick, who is, at this point, probably one of the least in demand of the SSP set. Kind of a cool mountain man image.
Yeah.
This is how I figure
wild.
Madison Bumgarner looks, like 2 hours after he shaves. So here we go. What this one grades, I mean, who knows? Let's see. All right, so the streak is over.
Streak is over.
But we'll take a 9.
Yep.
I mean,
we knew when we looked at some of these, they weren't all
definitely
gems.
not going to gem.
For sure. But no, we'll take that. Yeah, so the Poppy was we sent these orders in at the same time. We sent them in at Thanksgiving, but the Poppy, given the value of that one, we put them in the regular. I'm trying to think what else we had in there.
Yeah, some cards we don't talk about anymore.
But from this,
the pools,
SSPs, the pools, yeah, as well. So yeah, so we got that one back already. JG, when you guys are going to be butt naked if this keeps up with the 10s. Well, thankfully for everybody involved, we dropped down to a 9 right there.
Yeah, well, and don't let the fact that you're only seeing us from the chest up.
That's true. We cut it off right here.
Right.
Evil Twin Steven, my appreciation for non-autographed cards has grown tremendously over the past few years. Us too, for sure. There's just so many autographed cards, and of course some are really special, but yeah, we're right there with you.
Someone wrote the beard was OC, which I think is pretty funny. This is Josh Reddick was a perfectly solid average baseball player, but this beard is exceptional.
Yeah.
I could never grow this, like, ever. And this is very impressive.
And I think that's why the namer at PSA
I didn't even see it.
Gave it the name, Thick Beard. The other thing is with these is there were a couple of them that were not in the PSA, not on the PSA pop reports. Like they weren't even in the PSA system. So we're speculating is maybe that's why it took a little bit longer for some of these. And they just gave interesting names to some, and some are rather
some of these aren't that exciting.
Pedestrian.
Like Garrett Cole walking, Joe Mauer reaching. I mean,
thick beard. A lot of them have sunglasses.
Thick beard, I like that one. I like. So next up we have Yoenis Cespedes, who will always hold a place in my heart. When he got super hot for the Mets back in, I want to say it was 2014, 15, in 2015. He carried one of my head-to-head fantasy baseball teams to a championship with an unreal performance. After he was traded there after Oakland, there was talk he might win the NL MVP. I could ramble on. All right, so here we go. Let's see what we got.
Let's see.
I don't remember anything specific about this one. Oh, but we got ourselves another 10.
Yes, yes, love it. I remember that one being very clean.
Yeah.
Are they calling it sunglasses? What's the name of that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Calling it sunglasses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a really cool card. A lot of shininess. On
What's
this
up,
card.
Grizzlies?
Thick.
Almost as glorious of a beard as mine. If you've got a beard like that, you're
That's impressive.
Yeah.
The username might give it away. Yeah, thick necklace could have worked. Could have worked, but yeah. Jorge, you're right. We're 5 out of 6. We're feeling excited. All right,
Yeah.
give me a second to. I'm going to let Jeff handle the knife because I need to top myself off.
All right, so let me get this next box open. So this submission was 29 cards, so we should have seen 20 there. Jake says, I'm so screwed. What? We should have seen 9, sorry, and we've got 20 in here. I was distracted by Jake's message. All right, let me get this box open, which is easier said than done on occasion. Yeah, we just couldn't wait any longer to see exactly what grades we got. We were hoping that the delay meant that there were going to be some positive grades, which so far they have been. All right, let's see if we can get this out of here without revealing anything more.
Okay.
All right, I think
All
we're
right. And we're back.
I think we're good.
All right, looks like, we got, okay. Oh, goodness. I tell you, the thing we're sitting on is quite low, and, at our age, it's hard.
Yeah, we just had to do a little makeshift
Okay, here we go.
seating area.
All right, up next, we have my personal favorite New York Met of all time.
Ooh, all right.
That's a weird thing for someone wearing a Braves jersey to say, I admit, but nevertheless, give me a second here. Okay. We got...
Not Tom Glavine.
This is not Tom Glavine. We got David Wright. I'm guessing they're going to call this catching,
Catching,
based on the...
looking up.
Yeah, so I love David Wright. He was a really great player.
He was.
Hard to I've talked about him on Instagram. Really like him, and hopefully we'll see him on TV because he did a thing with the MLB Network and it was great. I want more David Wright and less Alex Rodriguez in all of our lives.
Yeah,
I think if I remember correctly, this one looked pretty good.
did look.
So show me a G. Oh yes!
All right. Never so happy to get a Gem Mint Mets card.
Oh boy,
What does it call it?
what does it call it? Catching.
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 Yeah.
Right now we are 6 for 7, which sounds like an afternoon of softball in the co-ed league that Jeff and I used to play in.
Yeah, that's let's hope it keeps up. Yep. Evil Twin Steven, do we submit any other grading companies besides PSA? For a little while I did. When I first got back in, I was submitting to BGS. They were still a top player in the hobby, and especially for thick cards, I sent some there. I haven't done that for a while. I did one order with SGC, but it doesn't seem to pay. For our PC, we like to have all the same, so we go with PSA, and also for resale value, you just can't beat PSA.
Yeah.
And now the prices have come so far down. Granted, we had to wait 4 months for this one.
But everyone else's turnaround has been really fast. In fact, I know we have friends, EK Molly 82 on Instagram and Short Print a Day, both sent in 2 subs at bulk after we sent in this one, and they got them both back.
Yes, so yes, allegedly PSA is going very fast, except with ours.
Next up, we got Matt Kemp.
Oh yeah, look at that with the Jackie Robinson.
This is just
banner in the back.
that's a great image. This is a really great card.
Yeah.
Man, Braves legend Matt Kemp. Yeah, I don't remember anything about this one being necessarily good or bad. So let's just hope it was good.
I think it was good.
All right.
I think it was good.
I think you were right. I tell you, the curve of the G is pretty exciting.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that one being really nice. And with these on, there's so much silver, so there's so many opportunities for them to be scratched up.
So much border, right?
Yes. Yes. A lot of border, a lot of scratch.
This one is called, I'm actually laughing. This one is called Standing.
Yeah.
Matt Kemp Standing, which I suppose is technically accurate, but maybe not the most interesting part of the card.
It's not very descriptive. I mean, come on, that would be such a fun part of the job, getting to describe what SSPs are.
Yeah.
I'd rather them either just say SSP or come up with something.
Yes,
clever.
I'd rather them all say SSP and then whatever ridiculous.
Royale's wondering if you can see Rihanna in the crowd.
Sadly,
I think she's just cut off.
Yeah,
she's just off the
not
edge,
there.
probably. Yeah.
She's not there, unfortunately. But yeah, I honestly do think Rihanna ruined Matt Kemp's career. Just random thought, now that someone else mentioned him. I mean, there's only so much energy a man can have.
Great, Scott. These are great. How long did it take you guys to find these? A long time.
But then a short time.
A short time, right.
Yeah. Yeah, it took a little while to find a person that had the bulk of these. And then it took... He disappeared for like a year. I thought I had chased him away, but which happens. But I managed to sort of re-up the conversation. And then, Jeff and I made kind of a silly offer. And after that, oddly enough, things moved pretty quick.
Yeah, the hard part about these, making any sort of transaction, is that they are bought and sold so infrequently. So it's really hard to find comps. You just got to find a similar player that maybe got sold. Yeah,
it's hard to come up with prices on stuff that you never see sell. So up next, we have a second-year Yu Darvish card. Yeah. A couple of these guys, the image is the same as in their Topps SP. I think this is that. I think his is the same, but I'm not 100% sure. I know there were some autograph signings. All right, so here we go.
Darvish, hat perched on a head.
Do you remember anything about this
I don't remember the Darvish.
I don't remember the Darvish either. But it doesn't matter.
All right.
Woo!
Excellent.
I tell you, this is exceed. You know what? I shouldn't say stupid shit out loud, so I'm not gonna say anything.
No, don't say it
Just a cool Yu Darvish card here.
But somebody said that we should quit right now and go play the lottery.
Man, I don't know.
You do have the Jorge has the paper version of that one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a cool picture.
All right, next
signing
up,
autographs.
Yes, next up we have one of the coolest images in the set. It is Detroit Tiger superstar at the time, Prince Fielder.
Milwaukee Brewer legend.
Yes.
I got to meet him once at a car dealership in Milwaukee. It was good times. I'm sure he really enjoyed it.
Yes, I bet he still talks about it today.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. Look at that hair.
Yeah, so this one's pretty cool. All right, so let's see. There we go. Come on. Oh yeah.
I was hoping they wouldn't be blinded by the hair, but I remember that one being very clean.
There's just so much silver on these, and they came. I remember a lot of them were a little bit dirty, but one by one they slowly cleaned up really, really well.
Yeah. And what's it called, Chris?
This. I should let people guess. This one is called Back of Head.
Again.
Back of Head.
Again,
is it wrong?
Accurate, but maybe not the most descriptive.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
They've been using one word. Why not just call it hair? I mean, hair would be more interesting than back of head.
Yeah. Oh, and for the camp, Donnie suggested having 42 background or something like that.
Yeah.
Jackie Robinson.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. Caleb, appreciate the question about Soto. I don't think we're going to be able to get to questions tonight, but we're going to still do our live on Thursday, and we'll get to we'll have plenty of Soto talk because Chris and I are looking for Soto right now as well.
Okay. Whew. I tell you, it is definitely. It's getting warm. It's getting warm. Sorry.
Yeah. Somebody was asking if you had a lot of ice on hand.
I do.
Thankfully, our ice machine is working.
Yeah. I'm sitting on a pile of it right now. Yeah. All right. So next up, we've got Felix Hernandez.
King Felix.
So this one's pretty cool. I know Ben. I think Ben's got 2 of these, which seems like an impossibility.
Unfair.
Ben or sports cards. So here we go. I feel like this is one of the ones that might have had an issue, but I'm not. I shouldn't say stuff like that.
I can't remember, but it's probably called sunglasses.
Yeah, it's almost. Oh, I didn't have an issue.
All right. Great.
Woo!
Great.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh man. And is it called sunglasses? You're damn right. It's called sunglasses.
It's called sunglasses.
Yep.
Sunglasses. Mm-hmm. All right.
Woo. There we go. Oh, by the way, I just heard, and I'm now feeling Jeff's air conditioning kick on. I'm costing him about $20 tonight.
Yeah, we better make sure that's fired up. And somebody asked if this is an artichoke, and there is definite artichoke vibes to Prince's mane. Gas station shades. That would be a great description of that.
Yeah, I mean that's knockoff Nike shades. Yeah. Very brief Braves legend, Felix Hernandez.
Yeah.
All right. So next up, we have another Dodger.
Oh yeah, this was at the peak of
brief superstar
Puig insanity.
Yes, but you can really see in this one how like they've done a really great job of kind of fading the background and highlighting the player they want to highlight.
From a distance, it's kind of looks like he's giving a high five to the air.
Yeah, that's a really this is cool.
That's a cool shot.
So I think this would be what his like second year card, maybe 2013. I don't remember exactly when it came up. So I do actually remember this card had a dimple that you can't do anything about dimples. So This guy's been nice to us. Let's see if he continues to be super nice. I think we would have seen the G. All right, so we got a mint 9.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, totally fine.
That's fair. That's fair grade too.
Yep, still love it. Still love it. And this one is called High Five. All right, so that's,
Yeah, a little more descriptive.
a little bit
standing.
more, a little more personality. He is also standing. So I mean,
They could have won with standing.
I feel like for a lot of these,
didn't.
they could have gone with standing.
Ben H says sometimes good graders, sometimes bad. I've split big orders into separate subs in the past in hopes that at least one of the two got a good grader. Can't afford risking 30 plus cards on a tough grader. Yeah, it's tough. But then if you get a good grader, you feel like, oh, I should have sent all the cards.
Right.
It's tough finding which games you can play with PSA, or you put a bad card in front of a good card that maybe
That is actually something Jeff and I went out of our way to do. And the sub we
that.
just dropped off at Burbank, we spent an extra $15.99 and we put a card with an awful surface right in front of the card we most want to gem.
Yeah.
So we'll see if that will help it look better.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Most likely the grader will be familiar with this game. All right, who we got next? Okay.
Oh, this is a great shot. This is a great image.
I like this card a lot. This is Miguel Cabrera
Yep.
in what looks like a St. Patrick's Day
I'm
green.
guessing that's a spring training jersey. Yeah, a little March 17th.
Yep, so this one is, this one's pretty cool. I don't remember.
I don't remember either, but it's probably called sunglasses.
Yeah. All right, well, here we go. He is wearing sunglasses. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, it's called green uniform.
Okay.
So they
They're very good. I mean,
they did go a little more descriptive with
yeah,
that.
I like that. This is definitely a green uniform. Looks great. Yeah, man.
Wow.
That's really cool.
Isaac, how many cards did you drop off at Burbank? We dropped a huge order off at Burbank. Like a 50 card bulk order.
I think it was...
So we broke it into a few orders. So we 50 card bulk order at their special that ended at the end of January, and then we had another 18 card bulk. I think 18 maybe.
Yep, and then 20 I think was the other. No, 4.
4.
Yes, you're right. Sorry.
So everything bulk except 4 bigger cards that we put in. So yeah, whatever that is.
And if my wife is watching, they all cost $8 to grade. And if you guys go ahead, don't correct her in the comments, that'd be great.
$8 for the whole.
Yeah. All right, so this is Mariano Rivera.
Ooh, unanimous Hall of Famer.
As I've said many times, the only reliever who should be in the Hall of Fame, but that's a conversation we can have some other time. This is him on his retirement tour, shaking hands with Jim Leland. I'm assuming in Detroit, and looks like he's getting pictures, probably of the many, many saves he had against the Tigers. Now, this card looked great. So, I'm fully expecting a G, which almost certainly means it's a 7. Here we go. No, it's not. Yes.
Yeah. So JG, I'll be sending you guys my next PSA submissions from now on. We've had a couple of rough ones in a row, so you might want to be careful before you wish that. Our last one was not great.
This one is called Shaking Hands. That's fine, but like with Leland, maybe would have been nice. They're
Shaking Hands with Uncle Jim, Jamie suggests.
Yeah, they're both in the Hall of Fame. I mean, this is just a really cool card.
Isaac's reminding us that it was $4 with the special.
Oh, thank you, Isaac.
Burbank
That's
grading
right.
fee. That's right. Yes,
All right.
your check's in the mail.
Yep.
Douglas Campbell says, this is like watching one of those reels where all the girls rate themselves a 10.
Yeah, you're kind of outing yourself there. You know, we can all watch what we want to watch. That's totally fine. Okay, all right.
Justin says, your greatest fear is that your wife sells your cards when you die for what you told her you paid.
If I'm dead, she can do whatever she wants. At that point, it's her loss. I'm sure I've just been strangled or stabbed 15 times in my sleep.
What's up? What's up, emo cards? Yeah, this is a great card.
What do we got next?
I think they happened to catch Leland when he took his cigarette out of his mouth for. Oh yeah, or
get a stovepipe hat. Jeez. All right.
Yes, Simon, we're together. This called for drastic measures. We had to get together to do this.
All right. So speaking of Hall of Fame or soon to be, not in the Hall of Fame yet, but with Mauer in, I think we can safely say Buster Posey will be in. Now, who's he shaking hands with, Jeff? It looks like he's getting his World Series ring.
Yes, I'm not sure if that's a owner, maybe a team owner.
It's not Brian Sabian.
Representative.
Right, doesn't look like it. So this is pretty cool. I love these moments where it's like pretty historical. So this is him getting his second of 3, or is he getting his MVP award?
Ooh, could be the MVP.
I'm actually not sure.
It's in a small box. I think for the MVP they usually hand a
It's usually a plaque. So let's assume it's a ring. Here we go. It says proposal. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. What's it say? Oh, shaking hands again. I'm not even
Shaking
sure that's
hands.
accurate. What do we got? What do we got? Yes, we got another 10, baby.
All right. Yes.
Woo.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, big fans of Buster Posey. I don't really understand how that team won 3 World Series, but again, that's a conversation for another time.
Yeah.
Just a really cool card.
JG Win, I feel like I'm watching Bo Derek with all these 10s. Yes, a reference from someone our age. I appreciate that.
Well, I mean, Bo Derek's best movie was Tommy Boy. I will take that to my grave.
Great movie.
All right. Now,
Is that for me?
Yeah, no son. That's for me.
Great movie.
All right. We have a brief Topps Chrome SSP interlude. This is one of the cards that I think we both forgot about. But this is a resub from Jeff.
Okay, yeah, this is a resub from me. I subbed it, and I thought it was clean. I thought there was no way it wasn't going to get a 10, and it came back an 8, I want to say. So I thought there's nothing I could do but crack it and send it again, see what this guy thought.
Yep.
When I took it out, it wasn't...
Fat guy in a little slab. That's fantastic.
I didn't think it was quite as nice as I did, so I'm still hoping for a 10, but maybe it's a 9.
Here we go. All right. We always want
Or
to see
an 8.
Acuna gems.
Or a 7, or 6.
Oh, what an upgrade, Jeff.
Yes, yes. So 8 to a 10, worth the second.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is kind of a cool looking card. Yeah, I mean, it looks
Yeah,
like...
it's pretty rare.
Yeah.
It's a variation, and instead of making anything cool as far as the title goes, I believe it called it
Gray Jersey.
Gray Jersey.
Which, again, is
Yeah.
accurate, but not
Yeah, I think
very
his other
exciting.
one, they say White Jersey. District Pack, this is the best PSA reveal I've ever seen.
There's still plenty of time for us to get kicked in the junk, but I think so far it's hard to be anything but absolutely thrilled.
Yes, Royal, I cracked and resubmitted for... I don't think I've ever resubmitted a PSA without cracking it out and submitting. It's a little rough to do that. They don't like to give you... And I'm sure had I sent it in for graded card review at an 8, they would have seen nothing to change that. So I probably just stayed the same. So yeah, I definitely recommend cracking and resubmitting. And if you've watched us, I believe last show Chris talked, or maybe it was actually when we talked about grading horror stories on Spitball and Cards. If you guys haven't seen that episode, Chris talks about several cards that he cracked multiple times and probably ended up paying more in grading
But
fees.
it's hard to even say it's a grading horror story. That's just like a me being an idiot story and like my stubbornness. Like I know this card's a 10, and if I have to do it 4 times, I'll get that 10.
And you did get the 10, even if it's worth more, or the grading costs more than it was worth as a 10.
Yeah, the card doesn't even cover the grading costs.
Yeah.
All right, so different type of Chrome SSP.
Oh yeah, all
We
right.
have a 2020 Mike Trout Orange Refractor.
Yeah, got a little Trout PC going on.
So I like this card. I like a good horizontal card, and it looks like I like to imagine this look on his face. This is 2021, I think. That he just heard Anthony Rendon ask out of the lineup again, and he's just about ready to put his fist right through that guy's skull. So we looked at this card. It seemed absolutely perfect.
It did look really nice.
So let's see what we got.
They seem really hard on oranges to 25. But...
They do. But our guy seems like he's in a good mood.
All right.
Yeah. Got a nice little orange shine here. When in doubt, kick Anthony Rendon a few times, but this looks really good.
M. Parsons suggests a name for it called Front of Head.
Front of Head. Oh, it just says SP on this one.
Yeah.
SP Orange Refractor. So, but Front of Head would be great.
Yeah, Front of Head. That's
Oh,
good.
God. Okay, sorry. Just really
Yeah, it's
overheating
good.
a little
It's
bit.
good we have the ice here.
Yeah.
So somebody asked earlier if there's a white whale that we're looking for that we haven't seen. And so I'm not sure if it relates to the SSPs, which there are some we haven't seen that we still need to get for our sets, or
Yeah, we're just talking about it.
SSPs.
And in general, let me think about that.
Yeah.
Let me think about that.
All right. What
All
do we
right.
got?
Oh, hold on. We got up next. We got David Price.
Oh, okay.
Someone on eBay stole a copy of this for like $45 last night. It came up and disappeared. About one of the fastest
believe
eBay
that.
sales I've ever seen, and it was not to me. But as I mentioned before in some of our videos, cards with dogs on them are the best.
Yep.
David
Can't get
Price
enough
was
of
a known dog lover. I believe this is Ash. His Frenchie was with him all the time. So I love this card. It
And
could
that's
be
when Price was at the peak of his game, too.
Yes.
That was a
Yeah.
big...
Yeah, coming out, I think he won the Cy Young either this year or the next year. But I mean, this is one of those cards I just like looking at. It could be a 6. If they want to screw us on one card, it could be this one. That'd be fun.
Not with the dog. Don't screw us with the dog. Don't screw us with the dog.
Oh, and they didn't.
They did not. They did not screw us with the dog.
What's it say? It even says with dog. So, all right, this one, that's well named.
What if they just had standing?
Oh my God.
Chris would be over there with a Sharpie writing with
Absolutely,
dog.
yeah, I would be all over the slab adding the dog to it. But this is really cool. I am a big fan of this card.
Yeah.
Oh, Kana out of 9.
K99. K99. I love it.
It looks like Ash is number 12. We can kind of see there.
12th man.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lucky Peter. Jorge says you've got more 10s than Rendon and Trout games played together.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Went to taking many, but yeah, I appreciate that. Gem Mutt, M. Parsons suggests.
Oh, wow.
Gem
Someone
Mutt.
is on their pun game tonight.
Gem Mutt.
Okay. All right. Next, we got another great image of a not so great player.
Okay.
So we're back to 2013. This is Ben Revere. Obviously, he's referencing the Boston Marathon attack here.
What a great image and great use of SP.
I wasn't sure where you were going there. Yeah, this is a really cool picture. Completely unrelated. If you have not seen the Mark Wahlberg movie, please do. Called, what was it called? Patriots Day. Highly recommended. Great movie. There we go. Now, if I recall, there wasn't any issue with this one.
No.
Hat and glove.
Shouldn't have been any issue.
And there is no issue with it. All right. Whoever said hat and glove?
Hat and glove. You're right, Isaac.
Nailed it.
It is a hat and glove. Again, accurate.
Accurate.
The Pray for Boston, but they just describe it as.
I would have gone pray for Boston with this.
Yeah, I would have too.
Because, hat and glove doesn't really tell the story.
No.
Man, look at
Kevin,
the
thank
shine
you.
on
Yeah,
that. Look at all the silver.
We're feeling pretty lucky with these so far.
Okay. All right.
JG Wynn says it's great flip, Patriots Day.
Okay. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Okay. Jake, if you're in here, give us a wave, give us a hello. Your first card is up.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you a minute. Our buddy,
as Chris mentioned, we submitted a couple cards through this sub for Jake short print today. And if you haven't seen his IG page, it's incredible. Take a look. Also, Jake, he is here. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Yeah,
here we
he
go.
also went and got some great finds at the Burbank show.
Yes.
More than both of us.
Yes, Jake is a big fan, or maybe he doesn't want using his name, but whatever. Short Print a Day is a big fan of opening day SSPs. These are super, super hard to find. And it's a weird feeling when someone gives me a card of Freddie Freeman that isn't mine, that I don't even have, and asks us to sub it for him. So we were happy to do it. I was tempted to steal it or just tell him it got lost many, many times. But I love this image. It's a Freeman image you don't see anywhere else. It's only on this card. So here we go. The only issue we saw with it is centering. Centering's off. For whatever reason, this is 2022 Topps, and if you remember 2022 Topps, the quality control was
the
just
QC was a little
horrific. So here we go.
Especially with centering.
I also don't like that Topps or PSA calls the opening days SPs. Like, these are incredibly hard to find.
Super.
All right, so here we go.
Super hard.
I think we were expecting a oh my goodness!
All right.
Jake, you're going to cover our return shipping. I hope you don't mind. Yeah, that's awesome.
Perfect.
Fantastic. Jake, I don't know what the pop is on this.
It's got to be low.
Can't be more than like 3 at most.
What a shot. Plus now you can hold Chris over the barrel. And just get a card you want.
Yeah, I mean, he's like 6'5".
M. Parsons says we did it. And Jake followed up. We did it.
All right, let's see. We go right to the next one. Hold on. Let me pull up Jake's next card.
While we've got Jake here, we got to find his next one.
Yes. Okay, I found it. Oh, we don't. Well, that'll be fine. Okay.
Another SSP, I'm guessing.
Yes. All right. So Jake's other card is also 2022 opening day.
Oh yeah, look at that great shot.
Aaron Judge. I gotta say, Aaron Judge is kind of like the Marla Hooch of the Yankees. Like, the photos where he's further away from the camera are definitely better images, and this one's great. It looks like someone's throwing water or bubble gum on him.
Yeah.
Probably celebrating something.
Celebration shower.
One of the rare celebration cards that our friend Jake does like. All right, so here we go. If the Freeman gemmed, we got to think positive. Think positive. Think 10 thoughts. Think 10 thoughts. Uh-oh. Someone was thinking about a 9.
All right. Well, a 9 and a 10 out of those two. They've got to be such low pop.
Yeah, I think we got dinged on the back centering here.
The back centering is pretty far.
Yeah, a little dicey. The front centering looks pretty good.
Yes, front centering is good, and typically, if the front centering is good and the back centering is okay, they won't ding you. But if the back centering is pretty far off,
yeah, I think there's probably a limit. But yeah, Jake, 10 and a 9. I think we did pretty well on those two cards.
Agreed. Congrats, buddy.
All right. Okay, where are we gonna go? We're gonna go to this one next. I'm trying to just manipulate the order a little bit here without seeing a grade.
Kevin says definitely worth the wait for you all. So far, it's very much been worth the wait. Yeah,
absolutely.
The longer it goes, the more you get worried about them losing the cards or some other negative thoughts enter your mind. So it's nice to...
Yeah, Jeff had a couple sort of, I don't want to say this, but kind of wet blanket responses. Like the sub popped, it arrived in the mail. I got really excited, and Jeff's first response was, well, we do have to pay the bill. I'm like, all right, well, that's true. We knew we had to pay money.
It's a sizable bill.
It is. But then, of course, he was like, and also, every card in here is a PC card, so we can't sell anything to cover it.
That's the thing. That's the bad thing about a sub like this. You're just excited to get them, but you're not going to recoup the costs.
Yeah, but still, we are very happy to have these. So this is Starling Castro.
Ooh, another star at the time.
Yep, big name at the time. I think he's in 2 of the 3 years.
Cubs win
SSPs.
behind him.
Yep. So this is kind of a cool card. And any guesses on what they're going to call this one? Couple of thoughts. He is standing. He is not wearing a hat.
Hatless.
Hatless. The suspect is hatless. Okay, here we go. What are we expecting? I remember this one looking really, really good. So show me a G. Show me a G. Show me a G. Yeah.
Yes.
There we go.
All right.
And it's called Cubs Win. I think that's a great name.
Yeah, that's the best name we've seen so far.
Yeah.
And Parsons suggested Hand Up.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just...
Wearing jersey.
Wearing jersey.
It would also be accurate.
Yep. Outside,
Definitely not Cubs Win, now he says. It was Cubs Win. Jake says, gotta be honest, did not see that result.
Hey, Jeff's got a magic touch. That's all I can say.
I hope I hope you're not disappointed with the 9 and 10. It seems
no, I think
good from this end.
I remember when we talked about it, he wasn't expecting that. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, great, Scott. They could start naming these cards based on the protective gear they're wearing. So he could have been, blue elbow pad.
Okay, all right. Whew, okay. Oh, this is one of the best action shots in the set.
Great card, great
Pirate Superstar, and will be a very interesting Hall of Fame case in about 7 years.
And Brewer's legend.
Yes, brief Brewer legend, Andrew McCutchen. This is just a great shot. I did not look this up. I know you can on Getty Images. Let's just assume he caught it.
Yeah,
let's assume he made the catch.
He caught it. Yep.
So here we go. I don't remember anything particular about this card, grade wise. So here we go.
I can't say I do either.
Oh, I see a G though, Jeff.
G.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Woo-hoo.
What are they calling that one?
Awesome.
Catching?
Oh yeah, what do we call this?
Catching?
Oh, all right. It is a verb. Any guesses?
Flying. Leaping. Jumping.
Jumping is correct. We have Andrew McCutchen jumping, which again, just not tell the whole story.
Robbing a home run.
Robbing a home run.
Yes, Tanner, yes.
Okay,
he did make that catch.
Nice.
Oh, thank you, JG Win. Now
fantastic. That's good to know.
we don't have to do the research.
All right, that saves me. I mean, even if you're lying, I appreciate you telling me that. That means I'm not going to bother with you.
Alan wants to know if we have the Bryce Harper from this set yet.
Yes, we do. As a matter of fact, we have all 25 out of 2013. That set we are done with. The Harper is cool, holding up the Rookie of the Year award.
I think that the Harper and the Trout were the first two that we got.
Okay. All right.
Before we even had thought about collecting the set, just because they were a couple of the rarest cards of some of our favorite players.
Yeah, one thing we noticed is if you sometimes the stuff you're looking for, if other people know you're looking for it, it can sort of kind of, I don't want to say fall into your lap, but it can be presented to you. And the Trout sort of came to us, and we got extremely lucky. Just because other people knew we were kind of interested in it. Yeah. We have 4 cards to go.
All right.
We got 4. We got 4 bangers. I don't want to. I hate using that word because it sounds so lame. It also makes me think of English breakfasts. But we have 4. I'm just really, really cool cards. One is a duplicate. It's the second copy.
Oh yeah.
Of the Garrett Cole walking, as it is described.
Walking. We know it's walking.
Why didn't they call this Root for Cole? I just don't know. I love this. I love this card. I hope. That
Future
kid,
Cy Young winner.
Yes, I hope that kid knows he's on a baseball card. So here we go. Now, my recollection was both of these Coles looked extremely good, and I know we have a viewer who is on pins and needles here. So let's go. Show us another G. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. There we go.
Yes.
Woo!
That was big.
Oh, we went 2 for 2 on Coles.
Wow.
That is fucking exciting.
Yes. Yes. District Pack says they're bangers, all of them. Yeah, as far as we're concerned, they are. Yeah. For sure.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
wow,
man.
Yep.
Yeah.
We were hoping that would be the case. Hoping that would be the case. Wow.
Yeah.
Jorge, I'm excited to see what you get on the Jose Fernandez we just submitted. Yes, me as well. That's a great card. JG Win really likes that card. Thank you. It was one of these, the SGC.
Yes.
Yes. As a matter of fact, it was, Ben. It was.
Yeah.
We graded it with SGC. That was that
a couple years ago.
PSA had the long backlog.
Yeah.
The one order I sent in through SGC, we put it in there, and it came back in SGC 10.
Yeah, and then we actually listed it on eBay before we decided to go for the set.
We had it on eBay for a while and didn't get any bites.
Really no interest.
And as we know, with SGC, there's no guarantee that an SGC 10 will cross over to a PSA 10, so it was still a little bit of a...
Yes, we have some experience in that regard.
A risk to do it, but it came out. Yeah.
Okay. No, there's no like sort of custody exchange. They're just sort of mutually held.
Oh, great, Scott. Yeah, if these are PC cards, you guys trade them back and forth. Yeah, no, I mean they usually stay together. But if Chris wants some visitation at his house for a while, he'll take them. If I want him here, if he wants some pictures, we got to get some photos of these together.
Yes,
so,
they do stay. Jeff has a much better security setup than I do, so they do stay in Jeff's like bank vault, which is great.
Yeah.
So occasionally I do ask for like some proof of life.
Yeah.
You know, he'll send me a picture of the card with like today's newspaper. So
just to be sure.
Just to be sure.
Take it and sold it.
3 cards to go.
3 cards to go.
We have 2 more 2013s, including like a card that gets me fired up just thinking about it. Like one of my favorite PC cards that we own. And this is not a 2013 card, but this is the best looking card in the sub. Hold on to your hats. Put your sunglasses on. Bryce Harper. Yeah, 2020 Stadium Club Chrome, red refractor auto. It's numbered out of 5,
Yeah,
but
what's red refractor numbered out of?
5. And this is 1 out of 5. So there's the thing about these. Like, there's only on the PSA Pop, there's a base, a shimmer, and a red. There's only 3 that have showed up, and I think there's a total of like 4 graded. We've opened a lot of this. A lot of this stuff is open. Blowouts sold out. I don't know how much this stuff is going to show up, but it looks like Harper may have signed less than 20 copies of this card, and this is what I think. And Jeff and I think we agree. This is probably his best image.
Yeah, I love the uniform, the swing, the design, how the card is laid out. It leaves that spot open for the signature. Yep. It's just perfect. It's a perfect card.
The 2020 Stadium Club set is. I could go on and on about it, and I think I kind of am. So
we're not really concerned about the grade on this because they're so rare. We're just happy to have it in the collection.
That said, the quality control in 2020 Stadium Club Chrome is fantastic. This card looked great.
It did look great.
So I would be shocked if it's anything under a 9, but that doesn't mean it can't be. It looked really, really nice in hand. Wow, come on. Show me the G! Yes! Woo!
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So obviously you can tell we both lied when we said we didn't really care about the grade.
My heart was beating very fast.
Yeah. This card is just an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous card. Topps, I talk about this a lot with one of our spitballing co-hosts, Scotty B. Topps loves Bryce Harper, and he has amazing images. All his SPs are like these big postseason moments. Like in Stadium Club, his base card is him homering to win the NLCS, and his SSP is him homering off the Astros in the World Series. Like I think it was his first Citizens Bank World Series at bat. And we get this. Meanwhile, Mookie Betts' SSP is like him smiling at a press conference. But
or
this,
wearing the hat.
Oh,
Winter hat.
Oh, the winter hat. That's terrible. But look at this. I mean, this is just...
Right. The other thing with Harper, he gets great cards of interacting with characters, whether it's the Fanatic.
Yes.
One with him in Atlanta. But yeah, his hitting images. Gem rate is on fire. Adam, agreed. This is gem-wise by far our best return, and I wasn't expecting that because a lot of these cards are older cards. They're not.
Yeah, and like they,
the 2 years.
A good portion of them, I'd say, didn't look exactly perfect to us, but they would present in a slab. They're going to present really, really, really well, and they are incredibly rare. And I feel like maybe we got some bonus points in that regard. I will say, speaking of great Bryce Harper images, I am dreading some SSP in a set this year is going to be him staring down Orlando Arcia. I know it's going to.
I thought you were going to say they're going to use this again.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I think I said the wrong player, but yeah, they're going to use that image, and it's going to be a little brutal to see, but it is what it is. It's weird to PC a guy that just routinely kicks the shit out of my team in the playoffs, but it is what it is. He's great, I'm okay.
He rises to the occasion. Yeah. Great, one of the great postseason performers. Eric says, I don't think Bryce can take a bad shot. No,
it doesn't seem like it.
Ask the glutes shot.
Yeah.
Amalu says blowout restock, but they raised the price. What are they asking for it now?
Yeah, that's interesting.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I'm shocked they raised the price because the 2 biggest rookies in it are Jordan and Bichette, and both those autos are redemptions.
They're redemptions, which have expired, which is very frustrating. Yeah, Henry says, attaboy Harper, diamonds are forever. That's true. Okay. Have you owned any shimmer autos from Stadium Club Chrome?
No, we have never pulled a shimmer nor owned a shimmer auto, but Burbank Sports Cards did have the Shohei Ohtani shimmer auto.
Very briefly.
Very, very briefly. And we had talked about like, I think it was like $4,000. And we're like, that seems nuts.
Non-rookie.
For a non-rookie auto, even though it's crazy rare, because Shohei's just like Harper. He's got a shimmer, a red, and a base, and that's it. So maybe there's 15, maybe there's 20. So we thought about like, what could we sell? What Ohtanis could we move? And it's weird to think we're going to sell Ohtani rookies to buy an Ohtani non-rookie just because the image is so great. And anyway, as we discussed it,
it was gone.
It was gone. Someone just paid the full price off eBay. Didn't even go to the store.
Yep. $200 for the Chrome hobby boxes now.
That's outrageous.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
That's outrageous. We will say we know the Soto Shuffle is inserted. That's not a redemption. That one's live. So I mean, at that point, there's a shot in the dark at the Harper and the Ohtani. The Riley, I believe, is also live, but that's not a rookie either. So I mean, you're banking on a Lewis Robert.
It's got
or
some great base cards, but yeah, that's a lot to put in.
That's a lot. We had a really fun rip of that. If you watched our reel.
Yeah.
So we have 2 cards left, and they are arguably I can't say the 2 best players, but in our hearts, our 2 favorite players. So we've got Clayton Kershaw.
Look at that shot. Look at that shot. Where they, again, grayed out the background a little bit, put him front and center.
This is a spectacular card. I have seen 2 of these in my life sort of available, counting this one. The other one ended on Super Bowl Sunday 3 years ago. Well, I call it the Super Bowl Massacre because there were like 6 cards from the set, and I was runner-up on 5 of them. So it was a bit of a rough day for me. Neither here nor there. We corrected it. We have the card. Back of body, yes, I think that's what we can expect. Back of body, also standing. I see wearing helmet.
Batting gloves might be a choice.
Yeah. Black belt. Yeah. I'm trying to think what else this could be.
Hands up.
Doing
the wave.
Yeah, sure.
He's kind of.
Yeah, who knows?
He's starting to do a little dance there.
Back, baby.
Is there a paper of this card?
No, there is no paper of this. It is only here, and I think there was one at PSA before we sent in our sub. Now there are 2. Who knows? I think the original one was a 10. Hopefully, it has a friend.
All right, booty.
So here we go. This is correction. Just an absurd description. We didn't even say it. Walking. I mean, that's okay.
As opposed to standing.
That's okay. That's not the word we're hoping to see written. Come on, show me that G. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God. Man, I feel like we need like a cup of ice water I could throw on my face.
Dump over.
Oh my God. Oh, all the feels, baby. This is exciting.
There he goes. Future Hall of Famer, Clayton Kershaw, one of his rarest cards.
Yep. He will be back this year. He will probably pitch in October, and he's unlikely to give up 6 runs without recording an out.
Right. Can only go up.
Oh my God, that card is so cool. All right, real quick, just going to show it again so I can kind of catch my breath. Jesus, my heart is... I have to get some like expired nitroglycerin tablets or something. And that's what my dad would do. All right, so...
Ice water, you need a Gatorade bath. Yeah, too bad I didn't have... Had I known we were going to have this sort of turnout, I would have had a big bucket here I could have just dumped on Chris,
we could have put like a tarp. We could have like tarped up the room.
Just...
Oh my
Dexter
goodness.
style for a murder and just dump the Gatorade all over. Ice bath tonight. Yeah, JG win. I'm thinking in order.
Goodness. Okay. Right. Last card, best card. If you know anything about me personally, you can guess who this card is from 2013.
I wish it said SSP on the label, but I'm loving seeing the cards. Yeah, the label description is something we've been talking about.
So here we go. Brief history. This is the same image on his 2013 SP, but this one is like, I don't know, 10 times more rare. There's 3 I know of. Ben Orr Sports Cards has one. A gentleman in Colorado has the other because I sold it to him sort of as like a mental exercise to prove that these cards weren't that important to me, that I was able to let go of things.
And then you were in tears for 2 weeks, crying in the dark under your blanket. So I'm not sure if you passed the test.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that I absolutely failed that experiment. And sort of, I think, finding another one is part of the reason why we now have this set. I became obsessed. A little bit obsessed, but that's...
Donnie just got the paper version.
Nice.
Beautiful card.
So what do we think? What do we think PSA is calling this one? Any guesses?
I got to go with either reach. What was the Mauer?
Reaching? Mauer was catching. I think it was all catching. Catching or reaching?
Catching or reaching. I guess I'd go with reaching because he really is getting in there.
See, I'm tempted to say like something like with glove.
Dugout. We're getting both.
Dugout?
Leaning.
How about scared guy in red shirt? That's one of my
see if you
favorite
can get-
aspects of this card. If I can just move it. Where is he? There he is.
Coming over there.
There he is. This red dude, this guy in the red shirt has never been to a baseball game and legitimately thought he was going to die when this ball landed 20 feet away from him. Okay, I can't really handle the suspense
M.
anymore.
Parsons says in stadium.
In stadium, yeah, alive.
Chilling, handout. All right, let's see what we got.
Here we go. All right,
All
so-
great guesses. Thick beard again.
Okay, so
All right.
what I know is the two cards that I was aware of before this one are both PSA 9s. So it's either, we looked at this, it looks super clean. So it's either the third PSA 9 or it's the only PSA 10.
Thanks for joining us, Dwayne. You joined for the last card. Okay. Bring us some luck.
Now, if it's a 6, something in Jeff's bedroom is probably going to get wrecked. And that something is me. All right, here we go. Lean over is what it's called.
Lean over, okay.
Right, so here we go.
Leaning.
We want to see a G. Show us a G. Show us a yes!
All right.
Let's go! I mean, it's fine. I mean, it's good. I'm excited in a very calm and rational way. Woo!
All right. Whoo, yeah.
Oh my God.
Dwayne, yeah, you should have come in earlier. You'll have to watch back.
Holy hell.
A very successful, exciting
I tell you,
reveal.
PSA can keep our cards for 9 months.
Yes.
If they're going to treat us this nicely.
Thanks, Great Scott, District Pack, Justin, Cody. Wow. Isaac says, time to sell it again? Right?
Yeah, let me...
Oh, Eric, thank you. Thanks, Colin. Yeah, that was...
wow.
I feel like it was just a workout for 56 minutes.
Wow.
Not just looking at
I don't even...
men on cardboard.
I'm pretty speechless. That's...
Yeah. Douglas Campbell says, Chris got all the enthusiasm in our family.
I
don't know. If you had seen these cards in hand, it would have been hard to hold in.
Yeah,
95% gem rate. It's pretty close.
That's outrageous. That is outrageous.
It is outrageous.
I would say, Douglas Campbell, what I really got is like the least amount of shame or dignity in the family.
We can celebrate when we see
Yeah.
cardboard
have
and
to, right?
plastic. Yeah.
Oh my God.
You guys need a cigarette, Dwayne says. Yeah, we can get Leland's. Get Leland's heater.
Oh my goodness.
Unprecedented sub Tanner. Yeah, it certainly was for us.
Yeah, I don't.
It was worth not looking at the.
Oh my God. I don't even know. I can't come up with words right now.
Yeah. If you had to pick a favorite, obviously Freeman's got to be up there.
Yeah. I mean, this Freddie Freeman card is probably his rarest, like, non-superfractor that's out there that we know of.
Chris
Really,
is making
really
me
cool.
sweat like I'm going through menopause, says Douglas.
Oh my God.
Yeah, a little Garrett Cole, Cy Young winner. I have to say that after seeing all these guys again, they did a pretty good job of noting the important players in 2013, and a lot of them are still
Yes, this is one of the. I will say, I
important.
think that Clayton Kershaw is probably. If Freeman's my favorite, I think Kershaw's my second favorite, just because we don't have a lot of Kershaw cards, and that's a problem. It's sort of an embarrassment that
Yeah,
we
we
will
don't.
look to correct, because he is really just unbelievably incredible, and probably disrespected a little bit based on what's happened in the postseason. But I love this card.
Thomas Campbell, it seems like you guys should start a subbing company. Well, again, this is not exactly a
It's
usual
not typical. This is not typical.
situation. JG Wynn, I'm going to start complaining immediately about every PSA submission about how long it takes. I guess what you have to complain is that they're not taking long enough.
They're too fast.
You want them to keep your cards longer.
Yeah.
It's crazy because this was in assembly for several weeks.
Oh yeah, and Jeff actually sent an email to question it, and like, I think you sent an email like a week ago, and you heard back today, and the
did hear
email
back
today
today.
said like, well, Jeff, we looked at your order, and it arrived at your house today. Like,
The email said, arrived at your house, and just to note, you had a 65-day estimated turnaround time,
Yeah.
and yours was 59 business days. I think they took a couple days off at Christmas.
It's fine.
Yeah, which is all understandable, but you know they only responded once it came out.
yeah, absolutely. They're just waiting until the
it was-
yeah. Oh my
was
God.
delivered. Isaac, my cards have been in research and ID for 2 weeks. All right, well,
Yeah, I
I look
mean-
forward to seeing that. We dropped off cards at Burbank, and in-person drop-offs for us have been much more successful in terms of getting through the system. Last time we dropped off at Burbank, a bulk and a regular, they both came through quite quickly.
Real fast, yeah.
This time, they've already dropped them off. Chris dropped them off Friday.
Yeah.
And our regular order was already in the system yesterday. The 2 bulk orders are in today. So, yeah, we'll see how fast those end up getting through the system.
Yeah, I see. It was in assembly that long because they were trying to come up with new names for all these labels, and
that's true. Yeah, a lot of
hard to argue they spent their time super wisely. But wow, I don't even know. Adrenaline's running pretty high right now. I might just run home.
Yeah, just run home. Well, thank you everybody for joining us for this little exercise. In more ways than one.
Yeah, I'm sorry we didn't give you more head notice, but we weren't sure we were going to be able to do it tonight.
JV, sorry if I missed it. Any pop ones? There should be some pop ones.
There are definitely some pop ones, JV. We'll get this video up in about 15 or 20 minutes.
Yeah, we'll get it right up. So if you want to watch through it, I'm not sure which ones are pop ones. Like Chris said, we knew that some of them had very few cards, if any. There were quite a few that had no cards submitted. So some, even if there are 9, they could be a pop one.
Yes, I know. I'll just keep holding it up because I'm not using my hands. This Freddie Freeman is definitely a pop one. I know there's 2 9s. That's the only 10. The best of my knowledge is the only red Harper that's on the PSA report. I don't think there was one before we subbed. So those are 2, and honestly, I'm like kind of shaking a little bit, so I don't really want to pick up any others.
That was
as solid as the
District. That was no lie. That was kind of an epic experience. It sure was for us. Thank you for joining us.
I don't even know how this happened.
Yes, and please, if you haven't before, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Then you'll be notified every time we do go live, which is always Thursday nights. But occasionally, like times like this, we couldn't wait till Thursday, getting it in the mail today. So please hit that notification bell. Please hit the like and subscribe as well, so we can reach more people.
Ricky, these were neither. It was a person I had met in talking about cards on eBay, but then we continued talking outside of eBay, and that's where I realized he had these cards via email. We ended up making a deal through PayPal.
Yeah, like I said, Chris's persistence definitely paid off, and his talking about cards with people. You never know what they're going to have. There's some people that have some amazing collections out there, and then stuff that they don't necessarily want. And this guy didn't really want these anymore. He saw what a couple of them went for, which is a lot more than he was expecting. Yep. So we threw him a big offer, and he. Yeah, sometimes it does actually pay to not be an asshole to people. Like, it's easy to be a dick to people, but if you don't, like, you're increasing your chances of finding the stuff that you want. Yeah. Yep. And the stuff will find you. Absolutely. All right. Well, thanks again, everybody, for joining us. We're going to go. We'll be back Thursday with our regular episode. We'll probably still be on a high from this and maybe still be talking about these. What else are we going to talk about? We'll talk about Series 1 a lot. We'll talk about some of our experiences at the Burbank show. Yep. We'll talk about that. Any questions you have. I know somebody was asking about Soto rookies. Oh, yeah. We'll talk about Soto all day if you guys want to talk about Soto. For sure. But please put in the comments once we get this up. Please put in the comments what you think of the sub. Any cards that stood out to you specifically. Thanks again for joining us, and we're gonna go try to get our breath back. Yeah, seriously. All right, thanks everybody. We'll catch you soon. Yep.